Let Ranty get in, please, Don, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
It's just a couple of questions basically from the Globebusters show, because I don't know whether Witsit knew he was on the same debate as I was, but there's just a couple of questions there.
Get on with it, Gamma.
They moved it to this little bitty channel. Do you know what channel that was?
Yeah, it's like 6,000 subs.
And how many subs do you have?
Well, I've been censored.
How many subs do you have?
Like around that much, I've been censored.
Yeah, this has 7,100. You have 5,000.
Yeah, it's propped up with algorithms. I've been censored. You wouldn't put it on the main channels, though. Continue.
So it's not a little bitty channel, then, is it?
What?
Okay. You also said that the left side is a black swan. You can see the windmill and the mountain to the base. You then repeat yourself and you say you can see the mountain to the base. Mm-hmm. Did you miss the point where I actually went through that with you?
That there's a little bit of elevation difference as you lead up to a mountain, and you think that's Earth curvature?
Did you miss the point where I actually showed you and demonstrated there was 180 meters missing of that mountain?
Because the elevation, did you map out the difference in elevation from the shore up to the base?
Yeah, the problem is you claimed, you made a claim. You made a claim.
Why'd you come in here? You just got this metal.
You made a claim. You can see the mountain to the base. You said you can see the mountain to the base on Globebusters to Bob. Bob lapped it up. But you didn't present that on the show. I showed you there was 180 meters missing. You didn't discuss that. You never showed any proof of that. You just made a claim. I want you to actually substantiate that and back it up.
Okay, yeah, you can see to the base of the mountain except for a little bit obstructed on the bottom, which is, of course, because there is an elevation difference as it leads up to the mountain, like every other mountain in the history of the world.
Can you provide an image of your calculations for that, please?
Can you provide the calculations where you show me that?
No, you just made another.
You just said there's 180 feet there, right? You just said
that.
Witsit, demo what you mean for us, please.
How do you know you can see the bottom of the mountain, Witsit?
Because, look, he's saying that the entire bottom of the mountain is hidden by all this feet of curvature, and then you move over to the left, and you can see way more of the mountain below it.
That's what I'm talking about, the left-hand side. The left-hand side where you claimed you can see right down to the bottom. I want your calculations and visuals for that, please.
Wait, can you see further to the left of the picture than to where you cropped it off? Can you see further down the mountain? Yes or no?
That doesn't make it the bottom of the mountain.
Hey, Ranty, no. Why does he need help, dumbasses? If I'm so stupid, why
it was my question.
Well, then shut up. I'm talking to him. Hey, Ranty, answer the question.
I'll answer the question. The simple fact is that mountain is nearer than the mountains behind Blackpool.
Okay, so it doesn't matter, right? Because there's still curvature in front of that.
Because there will be more missing from the mountains behind Blackpool than there will be the ones from the left-hand side, which are closer.
But there's still curvature missing, right? Because you claim that at the city landscape...
No, you claimed... Let's stay on track. The question is very simple. You made a bold claim on Globebusters that you can see to the mountain base. You can see it all the way down to the base. I want you to provide your calculations for that, seeing as you were so assertive on it on Globebusters, whilst you were simultaneously slagging me off and saying that I ran to the Globers for money and because I was getting shit from the flat earthers. So your claims, I want you to now back up. I want you...
Sorry you're in your feelings because you're a gamer.
Hold on. I want you to back up now your claim that you can see down to the bottom of that mountain.
Okay, so I will go do the math because the math that needs to be done specifically in addition that you haven't done yet.
Right, you will do it. You will.
Why are you interrupting me, Ranty? I think you accidentally interrupted me there.
I'm just confirming that
I think you accidentally interrupted me there. So what you have to go do is go see what's the elevation difference in terrain from that shore up to the base of that mountain. Because it's obvious the terrain itself is going up. Now, that's not Earth curvature. It's the terrain itself. Now I will go do that because I would love to just dismantle you again. But I'm asking you a question now. So whenever you look at the city landscape and you claim that it's Earth curvature obstructing the bottom of the mountain, and then I look to the left, do you agree you can see more of that mountain than you can to the right?
Clearly, because it's nearer.
Okay, now would the curvature not still be obstructing it?
The clear is it's actually a squared function. So the further you go, it's going to be, if you go 20 kilometers further, it's going to have a greater effect on it. So whereas 350 meters might be the one, what's hidden behind the Tower of Blackpool, but when there's 180 meters missing from the left-hand side, that's that's absolutely proportional to what you'd expect to see on a globe.
So according to your stance here, you're saying that over the city landscape, there's curvature. And then when you get to the left, it flattens out some.
No, my claim is that you made
that
a
is your
claim
claim.
on Glowbusters that you can see to the base of the mountain.
You just keep looping that because you're getting dismantled.
I showed evidence, absolute evidence, on both the left-hand side and behind the tower that there is drastic amounts of that mountain missing, and was able
How much
to
is
prove
supposed
it,
to be missing according to the Earth's curvature?
and was able to prove it. You claim that you can see to the base of the mountain. I want you to
I already said I would.
information.
Now that's all you got. So hey,
when will
how much of the Earth?
When will
it won't take long. I'll do it sometime. I'm moving today.
When?
You're scared, huh?
As soon as he asked Riley to do it for him.
By weekend, yeah?
Sure.
By weekend, right? Sure. Right, perfect. Right,
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Do you want to put me on one of the channels with tens of thousands of people and I'll come on there with the presentation and just completely obliterate you, or you want to keep trying to hide it off?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
Bring it on.
Perfect. All right. I knew that if I called you out, you'd have to say yes. So here's the problem, bro. And I want you to think about this before next weekend when I demolish you. Okay. I want you to understand. You're claiming that there's Earth curvature blocking in the picture to the right. When you go to the left, you can see that mountain again, bro. Way more of it objectively, whether you want to say some of it's hidden or not, way more of it than you can to the right. But of course, if the Earth is curving, it's going to be curving over that way too, because it's the curvature. It's a tangent point. Now, it did not change in the same picture. And you haven't done the math into terrain difference. And you also haven't answered what amount should be missing according to the Earth curve calculator. In addition, the entire debate, and I don't know if you might want to backpedal right now because you still won't be able to answer this question. Where's the geometric horizon in the picture?
Oh, God. Fucking retarded Nathan Oakley. Aren't you ashamed that you can't formulate your own thoughts?
I just formulated 4.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Crickets.
You got 3 that you'd borrowed half off Anthony Riley, and 1 that you'd got completely.
Dude, I don't even watch other people, dude. I'm really busy. Like, I went to Ranty's debates, not even really having looked into what other people say about it.
Oh,
Jim, I literally didn't even know about the picture.
You were so
2
full of
weeks
Anthony
after.
Riley nonsense.
I didn't even know that Ranty had flipped for a long time. Dude, this is the honest truth.
You know what? You know when people said you were being coached, I defended you, Witsit.
Because you know I'm not being coached. You know I come in here every day and don't need to be coached.
I see it more and more.
Okay, so I honestly had not even really looked into all of the arguments from the flat earth or even Ranty's. I tried to watch Ranty's presentation and speed it up, right? And then the debate he had with Brian's Logic was like 5 hours, and I was super busy. I was literally moving around constantly doing shit. So that's actually what happened. I woke up Saturday like, oh shit. So that's what happened. I'm honestly critiquing the image with critical thought, dude.
No.
Another fucking lie.
You're critiquing the image with what Nathan Oakley and Quantum Erasure and Anthony Riley told you to say.
Is that what he told us to say? So I guess we're in agreement then that you can see way more of the mountain to the left. But so because me being an honest viewer here, this is what I
You're not honest.
You cropped out a part of the picture. I'm saying if I was a third party viewer.
I cropped out, right? Okay, so it wasn't on Twitter. The guy didn't do it himself. Right?
Whatever.
Okay.
You conveniently took the cropped out version, not the. I got the full picture on his Twitter too, though, Ranty.
Dude, the left-hand side has no flat Earth proof. It's completely irrelevant. It's a total red herring. You can't see down to the bottom of it. It absolutely conforms to the globe mathematics. It's just far easier to analyze the middle part of it, where you can see everything much clearer.
No, it doesn't comply to the globe mathematics.
Comprehension. Yes, it does.
Okay, then how much curvature should be obstructing the mountain there?
Calculation for you.
So how much should be...
I literally did it. Do you want me to hand over all my calculations, or are you actually going to do any of this research yourself?
Yeah, I'm sure, and I'm over. Because I know you didn't account for the terrain difference from the shore to the mountain. I know for a fact you didn't.
Everything was accounted for.
Did you account for the terrain difference from the shore to the mountain?
Everything was accounted for.
Okay, so what's the terrain difference?
Everything was accounted. Go and watch the presentations.
What's the difference in the terrain?
Any of the numerous images that I've posted with all of the calculations on it. It's already been done, Witsit.
Okay, but if there's Earth curvature obstructing view, right? And then you're like, look how much of the mountains are missing. And I look right to the left, and you can see way more of the mountains further back.
Because it's nearer, you idiot.
I understand that. So what was the terrain difference from the shore to the base of the mountain? This should be the first honest. You agree? That should be like the first honest question you ask, right?
Dude, I mean, literally, you've told me you're going to go away and get calculations, right? Fair enough. I already spanked your ass this weekend. But one last question. You said CC and other female asking you questions. Can you just clarify what questions they asked you?
Yeah, she jumped in asking me questions about like, where do I have the math for this or for that, or can you explain how it works with this or that? Dude, she's not debating.
No. She asked you to clarify what I'd been asking all debate, and you were obfuscating the point from.
No.
So she did what she did as a moderator to step in and say, hey, look, we need to get this straight. Ranty's asked you questions. Have you got this? Have you done that? Have you done this? And then you put it on her as if she was debating, and then you made a claim on Globebusters like she was jumping in to help me out,
She did.
along with Conspiracy Cats. Absolute bollocks.
They
She
both
was
were
holding you
obviously biased towards you. They both were putting comments up that were attacking.
one time to just get clarity whether you'd actually brought anything at all, which you hadn't, and Conspiracy Cats stayed out of it completely.
Okay, so he was putting up comments that were bashing me the entire time, and then they both interrupted for your behalf, and then they kicked me off, left you on, and did your little victory lap. He then constantly gave you time in between my response so you can make sure you were ready to respond, right? So to pretend that there was no bias in that, I'll leave that up to the audience. Everyone knows that there was bias. It doesn't matter. The bias didn't change anything. I'm just saying that was a biased platform, and we both know it.
No bias whatsoever. I didn't get any more time than you. You actually got far more time than I did to answer all your questions and all your points. You also, Conspiracy Cats never asked you a single question, and the only time that the lady intervened was to just hold your toes to the fire to find out, to ask you questions that I had been asking and you had been refusing to ask.
Dude, Conspiracy Cats read the super chats off, like saying things like, yeah, you should have brought that, Austin. Yeah, you should have done that. Like just being a little gamma. Yeah, it was.
I'm
not arguing this. Everyone that's honest knows it was biased. Dude.
No, hold on. He just read the super chats out at the end of the stream.
No, he put comments on during the whole debate that were bashing me, Ranty.
And
it's still on the recording, you moron.
And
okay, so to say that platform wasn't biased is a joke.
How is that going to affect the debate? How did?
No, I didn't say it was. I said that it was a biased platform. I said it didn't really affect.
You didn't say that. You said Conspiracy Cats and the female was asking you questions. That's an outright lie.
The female jumped in and asked me questions when you were on the spot. You were on the spot. You couldn't answer. And
asked you to clarify questions that
when you were on the spot and you didn't have an answer. She jumped in to say.
I answered questions that you asked me. You refused to answer anything that I asked you. You didn't bring any calculations, and she was just making it plainly clear to the whole audience that you brought fuck all to the debate.
Yeah, I literally didn't bring anything.
I know you didn't, but you brought a load of lies and didn't even have to. You brought a load of lies to Globebusters when you said that the left-hand side is a black swan and you can see to the base of the mountains, and that
you can.
They chopped it off. Utter bollocks. The guy that actually did the photo chopped it off.
Not on his Twitter.
Go on to Globebusters. You actually tell the truth for a change.
Well, okay. All I did was tell the truth. So looks like you're really obsessed with Globebusters. It must have really hurt your feelings that the stupid flat earthers don't like
has pure proof that the Earth is a globe, and you're hiding that from your subscribers. And I'm not going to fucking stop. I'm not going to stop until all your subscribers know that you lot are hiding this from your audience and keeping them in this shithole of a fucking flat Earth.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you, man. I really hope that you try to hone in on me because I will empty the full clip. See, what I do is I sit back and I wait for people to say my name and specifically try to come at me, but then I will expose the shit out of you, Ranty. You will definitely regret it. I encourage you to do it. We've already agreed to have a second debate. I'll bring the images and break down all the math for the viewers, okay? So you can get demolished live, but you can also only if it's on a bigger channel.
All talk.
Okay, only if it's on a bigger channel, because whenever you first debated another X flat Earth or demolishes flat Earth, or you put it on a big channel, but it seems like whenever I'm there, you don't want to put it on a big channel. I'll bring the evidence and the calculations, get it on a big channel, stop being scared, and how about we just have one moderator? We don't need two moderators. We don't need two moderators that are both on your side, and we don't need them to jump in, right? All they have to do is moderate the time. They don't have to, and in fact, we should have an open discussion period. Not where, give Ranty a bunch of time to act like he's answering, but he just obfuscates for 10 minutes. No, you answer live. So we'll have a live interaction period after you give all your presentations and I rebut them, and there's one moderator and it's on a bigger channel. That sounds a little more fair.
Hold on, you kind of turning this on to me like I didn't answer any questions and I didn't do this. It was you. You were the word salad guy. I brought the evidence. I brought the truth, and you just word saladed the whole time. And then
Can you agree to the parameters or not?
Don't do it. Don't you act like I acted.
Can you agree to the parameters or not?
The parameters of what? That you're actually going to answer questions and bring evidence.
Yeah. So there's only one
Just
moderator.
Like I will do.
There's only one moderator.
Sure.
We have our times to talk or whatever, but then we have an open discussion period where it's back and forth live.
What? Open so you can talk about the. Do you know how many times you said the horizon?
Hey, are you scared to have a?
Do you know how
you're
many
doing it
times
right now? Why can't you do it on camera? And also you have to show your face, Ranty.
Yeah, I might need some of that. That's Nemesis.
It's a disadvantage for me to have to be examined live and then just get literally just bombarded with insults about my body language. Apparently, I'm reading the chat on my phone means I'm cheating, and you're just sitting behind your camera.
What's that got to do with anything?
Just show your face live so we can read your body language when you're getting nervous and lying, and we'll have a live interaction. If you have nothing to hide, then you have nothing to hide, dude.
Ranty,
Yes.
wasn't the reason that you did it on the channel because he didn't want to do it on Conspiracy Cat's channel?
Yeah, because because Agree to Disagree has a format, and they always stick to the format, which is like you get 7 or 8 minutes or 10 minutes on one side and then another, and they always stick to those rules. So you have to stay by the rules. And knowing Witsit, because he can't keep his gob shut and he's always interrupting and he's always been a little gamma. So it's a case of, did we want to do it on Conspiracy Cats where we don't have that ability to shut him up? Or is he just going to go on there and just make an ass of himself? Luckily, funnily enough, he actually, behaved reasonably well. So, but he didn't bring any evidence.
Every debate I've ever been in, dude, I don't interrupt people. You can look at any debate I've been in. The only time I start interrupting is whenever I'm being interrupted and the mod's not saying anything over and over. And here I interrupt people at times, but I've been interrupted for about 20 minutes at that point by 10 people. So anyone so stop pretending I do it all the time. Put it on a big channel. If I'm so stupid, if I'm a prominent name in the Flat Earth and I'm a Globebuster, this is a perfect opportunity to get rid of the nonsense that is Flat Earth, right? Get it on as biggest channel as you can, bro.
How are you a prominent name? You said they moved it to a little bitty channel with 7,000 subscribers.
Well, yeah, you're real hung up on the fact that I'm on Globebusters, though, huh?
Yeah, but you said, hey, listen, you think you're a big name,
No, I don't. I don't even care. I'm saying you're obsessed with the fact I'm a Globebuster. You keep bringing it up. You keep on basically bringing them up into it, okay, because I'm on the show. So whatever. This should be a great opportunity for you. Do you agree Globebusters is one of the biggest Flat Earth shows?
To be honest, I don't expect that you're going to bring anything. I think what we should do is let you provide your evidence, and if you've got some semblance of an argument, we'll have a debate. How's about that?
No, what we'll do is we'll save the evidence for the debate, and then we'll see if you can respond live. You have to be on camera.
But you have
have
to
a
bring
fair
evidence.
setup.
You have to bring evidence, though. You can't just bring
Yeah,
a one single image and say I brought evidence. I mean, you have to have calculations. You have to prove that you can see all the way down to the base of the mountain, right? All the way down.
That's not what I have to prove.
That's what you said. That's what you claimed on Globebusters.
We're gonna debate the same thing. Only I'm gonna bring something to show the audience.
You claimed that you could see all the way down to the base of the mountain.
Yeah, you can see the base of the mountains, but there's a little bit obstructed by the terrain, to be expected with every mountain base shot you ever get ever.
Let's get words meaning words here. What would you class as the base? What sort of elevation, or how much? How big's the base?
I haven't looked into all the intricacies of this stuff yet, man.
The base about 180 meters. Would that be about the base of it, seen all the way down to the base? 180 meters.
180 meters.
Yeah, because that's the amount that's missing.
Okay, but what's the terrain difference?
Yeah, but what I mean is that what you're going to claim? Well, when I said the base, I meant down to 180 meters.
So there's 180 meters of Earth curvature missing?
There is 180 meters of the mountain missing. Yeah.
And that's exactly how much is supposed to be missing with the Earth curve math?
Yes, it is.
So there's no refraction at all in this image. It's a perfect geometric horizon. Then why would we not map it out?
Where's the flat, my friend?
Do what?
Where is the flat? And you're missing this. You are missing this. You're trying to reverse it into is it a flat Earth or is it a globe Earth? You forget the very premise about this entire image when it was first put out. The first video that was put out was, this is not a flat Earth image and cannot work on a flat plane. It wasn't even mentioned about it being a globe.
Yeah, but to make the claim that it's impossible on a flat Earth, right, you're going to have to account for all the variables. You didn't even account for refraction, dude.
Conspiracy Cats, when they first put this image out on on the end of one of his original videos. It was one of his videos, and I did a little part on it. He said, "Join us on Saturday when we talk about this image, and we prove categorically it cannot happen on a flat plane." Then we did the 1 hour presentation, myself, Ruhif, and Conspiracy Cats, where we said this cannot happen on a flat plane. We never discussed curvature. It's you guys that actually brought up curvature.
Yeah, that's the whole discussion. Are you scared to talk about that?
The whole discussion was this cannot happen on a flat plane. Now,
that's about whether or not it's curving.
Even if you admit that 180 meters is missing on the left-hand side, that isn't proof of a flat plane, is it?
Okay, so you're missing a ton of curvature. And
not curvature. No. The
when you
mountain
make the claim
is missing.
that something
the mountain,
is
the bottom half of the
categorically
mountain is missing.
When you say that something's categorically impossible on a flat Earth, right? You're going to have to show how that's possible. Then you did paper trig without accounting for the depths of the angles, and you did not, listen, even count for refraction. You pretended it wasn't there at all. So to pretend that you actually accurately represented a flat plane observation and to be able to stake the claim of impossibility, you're obviously not genuinely a globe earther.
I asked you to bring your proof of refraction on a flat plane. You said you didn't have any calculations. You wanted me to
Are you saying that there isn't refraction on a flat plane?
Hold on. Then you wanted me to do it on the globe, which I obliged you with. And then you tried to reverse it back on me and say, look how he's trying to apply globe refraction on a plane.
No.
And
See, what happened was...
you did. Yes, you did.
But no, that's not... Yes, that wasn't mine. You think that was my intentions, Ranty?
I don't care what your intentions.
Okay, well, let's explain what actually happened then. So you were explaining to the audience how this was impossible on a flat Earth. Then you showed us trigonometry, dude.
No, you brought no...
Why are you interrupting, dude?
You brought no refraction calculator for the flat plane.
Are you done interrupting yet?
At all. And when I actually did do the calculations with refraction on a globe, guess what? It didn't make a blind bit of fucking difference.
Okay, all right. So what you were doing is you were showing the audience how it was supposedly impossible on a flat Earth, and then you brought out the trigonometry, showing how this couldn't work because of the angles. This wouldn't work. Now, you didn't have any depths in the angles. You just had the angles, just on like paper, flat, trig. No depth of angles.
What do you mean depth? What do you mean depth?
Well, the angled where exactly how far your view goes is relative to how far away something is. So not every aspect of that mountain is at the same distance.
That gets formulated in trigonometry. You do realize that it is a depth calculator too.
Yeah. Did you account for all the differential in depth?
You do understand that trigonometry accounts for that, right?
Basic trigonometry, how does it count? Does it has a specifics to that mountains and your random equation? That's what you're telling me?
It doesn't matter what.
No, it doesn't. I know it doesn't.
Listen
and in addition to that, no, listen.
No, he's having a go at you, not me.
Okay, whatever. Here's the deal. Here's the problem. This is what actually happened because I want to account. I want to address your lie.
Mate.
I'm trying to. I know he's not backing me up, dude. Shut up. The whole room's against me every time. So the point is,
you don't understand the basic
argument. Here we go.
You don't understand that the angles are literally the only thing that matters, and that's what they're talking about when they're saying the size of the mountain
shut up
is
now?
smaller.
Thank you. So all you looked at was trigonometry, and you were showing us how it was possible on a flat Earth. And then I said, okay, did you account for refraction? And you dragged your feet. I wasn't saying, did you account for it on a globe? I'm saying you're showing how it's supposedly impossible on a flat Earth. Then you show us trigonometry, and I said, okay. So with these angles, did you account for refraction? You didn't on a flat Earth. You didn't on a flat Earth. You didn't on a flat Earth. So you didn't account for one of the most important variables when perceiving things through a distance of atmosphere. You didn't even account for it at all. And then whenever pressed for it, you went over there and you brought up the globe, and I was shocked. Like, wait, bro, like. Yeah, but this is not applicable to you showing us how it's impossible on a flat Earth using flat Earth trigonometry, because this is using an R value assuming sphericity. And then you said that I intentionally set it up to make it look like that. What a loser.
So depth of angle, right, is accounted for in the trigonometry. So do you retract that statement then, that I didn't account for depth of angle?
Is it like a generalized depth of angle though? Because isn't it changing relative to the mountain? So how do you account for it?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at all the memes here for depth of angle, because you clearly don't understand the trigonometry account.
You have to have the altitudes all throughout the mountain to get the accurate depths, right?
Hello. Yes, and if you also saw during the presentation, I also showed you a whole bunch of evidence to back that up too. But you
Right. Okay. And
clearly
then,
didn't understand it.
okay. And then my response to the trigonometry.
Orthographic view. Trigonometry assumes orthographic representation. It doesn't account for the
No,
fraction
it does
limit.
not. It does not assume.
Oh, wait. Okay. Wait up, real fast. Okay. So we'll talk about the trig during the debate unless you get scared. And then, in addition to that,
No, let's talk about your depth of angle so that I can
want
bring
you
up
to-
trig.
well, I'll look into the depths of it myself. I'll actually do all the math
No,
myself.
you talk
Well, what-
about depths of angle so that I can bring up trig. It's hilarious. That
Okay.
you don't think that they're the same thing.
Okay, cool, man. So then I'm assuming you're not gonna account for a fraction. Now you're saying I have to do it. I have to account for a fraction on a flat Earth to
That's
show
the
that it's
only
possible.
thing that you have.
So I
That's
can
the
just make
only
up any
thing that you
equation
have.
I want to and say this is the refractive effect. This is what the globe Earth does, and I can actually fluctuate the
Nobody
size.
said you could just make up anything.
Well, that's what your side does.
You're kidding.
No, 7/6R. It fluctuates the actual dimensions itself just to give a general area, and it said, oh, this is a terrestrial refraction, standard refraction. It literally just makes shit up. Literally, it uses the R value to make it up.
So let's just clarify it. So the only evidence you're going to bring is some made-up bullshit about how the light propagates through the atmosphere to make it look as if those mountains are lower than the tower, when in reality they are higher. Is that right?
I'm not going to say every single thing I'm going to say in the debate, Ranty. I know you think I'm going to, but I'm not. I think you're scared to do another debate when I actually bring something to show the audience. You get demolished.
You just literally told us that you're going to make something up.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That's all I'm going to come up with. I'm going to make something up, Ranty. You should be able to decapitate me. You want to put it on a big channel?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
Let's put it on the biggest channel.
Which is,
I don't know. You want me to reach out and see how I could probably get us on in front of like a few 100,000 subs? You want to do that?
we'll see what happens. You know, let's bring it.
Oh, are you scared of a few 100,000 subs? I'm
Dan's.
stupid.
Let's get you on Simon Dan's. How's that? That's probably the biggest channel out there.
What? How many subs do you have?
Close to 500,000.
100,000. Okay, yeah. And I'll
No,
look. I
no.
think I can.
425,000.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I know I very find it hard to believe. I know he won't be live on camera moderating, so I'm assuming someone else will do it on his channel for him. He can only read
probably.
scripts and stutter.
Who cares? It just says you.
Well, yeah, he did a hit piece on me, and he did a hit piece on me freestyle rambling on the couch from months and months ago. He wrote an entire script, didn't respond with specificity to any of the actual points I brought up, even with a script in an edited video, reading, looking down, getting nervous. I know he won't be on camera. And you have to be on camera too, Ranty. Are you the viewer wants to see us both on camera, man?
I have no problem going on camera. I've never had a problem going on
All right,
camera. I just
perfect,
couldn't be asked that day. I'd already had 6 pints by the time I debated you, and even
no
then I
worries.
wrecked you. Even then I wrecked you.
Yeah, dude, for sure. So then we should definitely just go. You might as well just get drunk again. We can definitely just do it on like a big channel then. So we got a big channel. We're going to have you're not going to interrupt. We're going to get to make the points or whatever back and forth. Have the allotted time, and then we have an open discussion, and we're both on camera. Then boom, run it. I'm down.
Absolutely. I'll even debate you sober. This time I'll make sure that you're wrecked into oblivion. How's that? Right.
Perfect.
I'm going to go on mute and leave you guys to finish him off.